I'm officially old. I didn't know who Addison Rae was before watching this movie. A teenage girl sets out to give a classmate the ultimate high school makeover, an updated remake of the 1999 film She's All That. Welcome back, movie watchers. Thank you guys for stopping by my channel. He's All That is a gender swap remake of the 1999 comedy She's All That. This stars Addison Rae of TikTok fame, social media influencer, and Tanner Buchanan from Cobra Kai. I've seen She's All That a few times, starring Freddie Prinze Jr. and Rachel Lee Cook and Matthew Lillard. I enjoy that film for what it is. I feel like the late 90s, early 2000s were really focused on high school teen comedies, and they did a really great job of creating some really memorable films. But it kind of died out. We still have some high school comedies here and there, but it feels like that era has passed. And so with this film, it really kind of feels out of place. That's why She's All That worked in the late 90s and 2000s, because they just made a lot of them and it just fit in with all of the high school comedies that did come out around that time. Now, but with remaking it, it just doesn't feel like those kinds of films belong anymore. Addison Rae plays Paget Sawyer. She is a social media influencer. She has brand deals. In the beginning of the film, she walks in on her boyfriend cheating on her, and she loses her brand deals because she has snot bubbles. She takes on this bet from a friend that she can turn any person in high school to become prom king and complete makeover, because that's what she's good at. And the person who has her brand deals, played by Kourtney Kardashian, says that if you make it happen, we'll get your deals back. So she takes on this bet and befriends Tanner Buchanan, who plays Cameron, who doesn't like people and isn't interested in high school. They spark up this relationship pretty quick. The progression of watching Cameron hate people to singing Katy Perry's song at a party with Addison Rae's character, the progression is so fast. And it's really unbelievable how quickly they were able to just shift this character. It doesn't really make any sense. The development for Paget and Cameron's relationship was rushed so fast that you could not care about it because of the pacing for it, and the complete change of character for Cameron was weak because of how fast it was. I think if they would have slowed it down and really develop it, it would have been more meaningful down the road. But it happened just way too fast. Very unbelievable for the setup for the character of Cameron to where he was like 10-15 minutes later. What he does with Paget just does not seem like the same character that we had when the character was initially set up. This movie is heavy on social media. It's 2021. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook is like the big thing now. So there's a lot of live videos. There's a lot of social media brands. There's a lot of taking pictures. That's just what high schoolers like to do. But be warned, there's a lot of social media in here. Now, I didn't know who Addison Rae was before watching this film. I recognized the name, but I just didn't know who she was. This is like her first like big movie, but I think she did okay for just being on social media. I think she handled her role pretty well. Tanner Buchanan was pretty good in the film too. There's a chance for him to kind of show off his karate skills from Cobra Kai in the movie, but they have, I guess, decent chemistry eventually down the road because it all happens really quick. But I did like some of the acting in here. It's decent for what it was. It wasn't absolutely terrible. There's just some room for growth for some of these people in the film. But one character that I constantly found funny was the principal over the PA system, kind of mocking prom and social media. And they didn't reveal who this character was till the end of the film, and I don't want to spoil that, but that was easily the highlight of the movie for me. And Rachel Lee Cook, who was in the 1999 film, does star as Paget's mom, and she has a pretty significant role in the film, so it was cool to see her back within this movie. I didn't completely mind He's All That. It was very rushed, very unbelievable relationship that was set up pretty quickly within the movie. The acting isn't terrible. Sometimes they try to have these dramatic scenes that really just do not hit and feel very cheesy. There's a scene towards the end of the movie which I totally expected the young girl who was giving this dramatic scene to say that she was pranking the person. That's how bad some of these dramatic scenes were. But at the end of it, I didn't really mind it. It's not the best film ever. It's not the worst film ever either. I feel like it was a pointless remake just because that era of teen comedies kind of went away. There's been some pretty good ones recent memory, but it was so heavy in the late 90s and early 2000s that now it just feels out of place. So before I give you my score for He's All That, make sure to check out my channel here. I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. I'm going to go ahead and give He's All That a C. Thank you guys for checking my review for He's All That, the new comedy on Netflix. Have you guys seen it? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content. My name is Justin Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.